is Django here, and today we are going to explain what positive reinforcement is. Positive reinforcement is a way of teaching animals, like all animals. You can teach a lion, a dolphin, a killer whale, an alligator. All these animals you can use positive reinforcement with.
Can we get a killer whale, please?
Including horses. Horses work well with positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is one of 4 ways you can teach animals. The other ways are negative reinforcement, positive punishment, and negative punishment. Think of positive and negative in mathematical terms, not as in good and bad, but as in adding or subtracting. So, for example, positive punishment would be when your horse does something you don't like, you hit it with a whip. This is adding a punishment. I'm not going to hit Django, don't worry, I never hit Django. But that is positive punishment, the addition of a punishment. Another example of positive punishment would be that if you had a friend who every time you didn't agree with them, they punched you in the face. They are applying a positive punishment to you. They are giving you something. In this case, they are giving you a punch in the face for you exhibiting behaviour that they don't like. Now, there is negative punishment, which is taking something that the horse wants away from the horse in response to not getting the behaviour that you want. If Django did something I didn't like, and I took his food away, that would be negative punishment. Or I took him away from his friends, that would be negative punishment. In human terms, say you didn't pay your electric bill and the electric company took your electric away, that's negative punishment. They're taking away something that you want. Then there's negative reinforcement. This is quite often called pressure and release. Say for example, I wanted Kato to move backwards, and I put pressure on him, like here, and pushed him until he went backwards. He would be going backwards to avoid the pressure that I was putting on him. The second he went backwards, I would release the pressure. I'm applying something that he finds negative, the pressure, and I'm rewarding him by taking off that pressure when I get the behaviour I want. This is very commonly used in most traditional forms of riding. When you're pulling on a bit, you're adding pressure to the horse that they don't like, and they get release or reward when they turn their head. In human terms, think of this as you've got a friend who just nags until you give in to what they want. That's negative reinforcement. My favourite, positive reinforcement. Now this is literally adding something that the horse likes when they do a behaviour that you like.
Is this the only one that you ever employ?
This is what I use, yes, this is the only one I use. So for example, I want Django to target this cone, so he targets the cone, he gets a reward. What's great about that is that behaviour has been reinforced. He does that, he gets something good, so he's more likely to repeat that behaviour. Positive reinforcement should not be confused with bribery. For a start, when you bribe someone, like say example you're bribing a boxer to take a fall during a boxing match, you bribe them before the event. It's no good going up to them after the match and trying to bribe them for something that's happened historically. It's like being paid. You go to your work and you get a paycheck. This is a paycheck for your horse. They do something for you, they get paid for it. I mean, would you go to work for no paycheck? I didn't think so. The reason I only use positive reinforcement is because imagine how you would feel on the receiving end of any of those other ways of teaching. Which one would you prefer to have? You'd prefer the one where you get rewarded for doing the right thing rather than the one where you get punished. So my horses are on acres and acres of moorland, but when they see me coming, they come straight over to me because they don't see me and think, oh, what's she going to do today? Is she going to hit me with a stick? Is she going to yank me around by my head until I get it right? Or is she going to chase me in a circle for an hour? No, they see me and they think, oh cool, it's that lady, she's fun to be around, she never hurts us, she gives us lots of treats, we play games, we lick her hands, it's awesome. They're happy to see me and I want that. I want a true friendship with my horses. I don't want them to see me and think, oh, we have to tolerate her because otherwise we won't get food. I want them to be genuinely happy to see me and genuinely enjoy spending time with me. Another reason to use positive reinforcement is that you can literally teach your horse anything with it. From catching them in the field, to loading them onto a truck, to picking up their feet, to ridden cues, to dressage, to medical procedures like your horse might not having injections. With positive reinforcement, you can teach them that having an injection is not that bad. You can make it a lot easier for your vet and for your trimmer as well by using positive reinforcement to teach your horse how to behave in these situations. You might hear some people say that horses trained with positive reinforcement are only doing it for the treats, that your horse doesn't have any respect for you. Now that's just bullshit. It's a horse. What does it understand about respect? And what you tend to find is when people say respect, what they actually mean is fear. Take this sentence for example. When I lead my horse, he behaves because he respects me. What that really means? When I lead my horse, he behaves because he knows if he doesn't, I'll wallop him with the end of the lead rope. My version, when I lead my horse, he behaves because he knows he'll get a treat out of it. Now, why is that worse than walloping with a rope? If you're going to pick one of these methods to use, pick the nice one. Your horse will much appreciate it. Django's just checking my notes to make sure we haven't missed anything. So that explains basically positive reinforcement. It is based in science. This is not mumbo jumbo hippie bullcrap. Although there is a lot of pony hugging that goes along with it, because, you know, when they look like that you can't help but hug them. It genuinely works, and it's just a nice way to work with your horses. In my next video I'm going to explain how to use a clicker to apply positive reinforcement with your horse. Find me on Facebook. My blog page is Buck You Horses. If you've got any questions, send me a message or put them below. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Thank you and goodbye! Jacob, kiss. Good boy. See that? That's the only mark you should ever see on any animal. Lipstick kisses.
We decided to do a channel advert just to let people know exactly what this channel's about. We're not entirely certain ourselves, but there are some things that are absolutely definite about this channel. So, watch and learn.